Welcome back to Crew 42's coverage of the St. Louis Open presented by Crane Agency, also sponsored by MVP Disc Sports. We're in St. Louis, Missouri. Back again at Logan University Disc Golf Course for our MPO final round, lead card coverage. A little bit of disaster struck the night before, morning of. We have lost half of our course. Half of the course was sitting in several inches, sometimes more, in water due to the rain. And so our tournament director has made the tough decision, and I think the appropriate one for player safety as well as tournament, to play a 10-hole layout that's in the safe part of the course. And so we have our 10 competitors. It won't be a rated round, but it will be a scored round, so this matters. And joining me, of course, on the competition mic, I have Sam Smigiel for this final 10-hole. How you doing, Sam?
Hey, Zach. Looking forward to it. I'm glad we're getting to play this final round. We're lucky to still be able to play.
For sure. We're actually going to start over at hole 8, 327 feet. What do you think the game plan here is, Sam?
You're going to want to throw a low forehand, not too low, because you got to throw uphill off the tee. Aidan's a little bit more comfortable with the backhand, and hopefully that is turning enough and not going too deep. I think he might be a little long of ideal. Yeah, that's not going to be a great position for his birdie.
Got Levi next. Pretty capable forehand thrower here.
Again, a little outside, but might skip down there. Catches that last tree.
Yeah. Good news is we saw in round 1 Max go way long, and he had no chance of getting towards the basket. Both of our competitors here at least can see the basket from their current positions.
And kind of same thing there from Adrian, just pushing it a little bit long and pretty much no chance at birdie from there.
Zach birdied it last time.
Yep, inside and kind of just snuck through a little bit like that, and
he's in there. He's in the circle.
I think he's got himself a putt.
With 10 holes only here, what is it going through the minds of Levi and Adrian? Normally you have 18 holes. You're probably thinking about, of course, how you want to attack it. You're told after the rains, hey, we're taking 8 holes out. We got 10 to play. What's going through your mind, do you think, for them as competitors?
You're trying to birdie everything.
Yeah.
You're not going to lay anything up. You've got someone 2 strokes ahead of you, and you got someone at the same as you are. So you're thinking one of them is going to throw at least a decent round, so you have to play better than them. You've got to outplay them. You've got 10 holes to do it. So, I mean, you're hoping to shoot 7, 8, 9, ideal scenario, but really just birdie everything you can.
Hey, there's one right there.
There it is. Great putt from Zach.
Got it both times.
And he's at 14. He's a little far back. I'm not sure he's going to have enough time to get himself in it, but we'll see.
Yeah, his eyes are probably looking towards Levi and Adrian here, seeing if he can get himself in that second place mix a little bit.
Yeah, and he's right there now with Adrian with the bogey on this first hole, and you're going to see a par there from Levi and hole 9.
Yeah, we got the adventures are off. Through 437 feet, you're going to see the drone take the intended route is what I'll call it, but we're going to see probably all of our competitors take the hyzer Plinko line towards this green. What makes this hole, do you think, tricky with taking that hyzer line?
It's tricky because when you're trying to throw that spike hyzer, it's going to be swinging in. So because you're swinging in, you're going to either be swinging through the trees on the right side, and as you can see, that right side is not great. Or you don't want to fade too far left, because then, again, you have those same bushes on the left side. So ideal scenario for throwing the spike hyzer is throw it as high as you can, get it to spike on as aggressive of an angle as you can so it's not moving right or left, and that's going to get you as close to your intended landing zone as possible.
Mm-hmm. We see there Aidan able to get basket high, but like you mentioned, he faded a little too far left, so he's going to be a little obstructed probably.
Yep, going to have some options. And now we got ourselves, Levi's going to be inside the circle there for a shot at birdie.
Eagle, par 4 for this one.
Eagle, yeah.
And remember, with the full field in day one, we only saw 5 eagles on this hole, and now it looks like we have 3 competitors taking a look at the basket at basket height.
Yeah, and they're all going to be running it too.
Zach's actually throwing this upside down.
Try to keep it from rolling.
We got Adrian up first.
Incredible putt.
Come on, that's so good. Does it feel like there's a little more pressure on you when you have a player that's trying to chase you down, suddenly get a putt like that to go?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely going to put some pressure on Aidan, and this could be a really big putt for him. Definitely.
Yeah, see a little fist pump swing too.
That's a confidence builder, and maybe a little deflating for Adrian and Levi, who are, you can't play the hole much better than that.
Yeah.
And you don't get anything out of it. So a hole you're trying to eagle, you're not expecting it, and you finally get one, and you make no progress.
This sport is about trust. It's about confidence in your disc. All the untold hours of development and commitment are here for you. The MVP Pro Shop. Start your journey today.
Hole 10, 440 feet. We talked about this in round 1 a little bit, or I said something, I think, along the lines of you probably won't see too many people run it on day 1. Today, we'll probably see a couple people running this, yes?
Absolutely. Big forehand. You're going to be pushing that water on the left-hand side, not turning it over too much. Even Aidan, who has been predominantly backhand all day, is deciding to go with the forehand. Safer play. He's got the lead, so he's not pushing too much. Just doesn't want to make a big mistake.
Right. And I probably, if I was in his position, I would think that if someone were to get a stroke on me because I take a par and they get a birdie, that's a well-earned stroke. I'm not worried about that stroke.
Absolutely.
Levi with a pretty good drive there is actually bottom of the basin there. He'll have a putt from there. Adrian has the power for this.
Yep, we saw a similar type shot in round 2, and this one has got to come back. I don't think it's going to.
Yeah, it's going to be center of that lake out there. That's OB. Do you think that kind of runs his... Do you think in his mind now he's thinking, okay, it's no longer about trying to chase down the winner, it's about trying to maintain position after a shot like that?
I mean, at this point, you're just going to birdie. You're going to birdie as many as you can.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely going to be losing a stroke on Aidan, so now at that point he's going to be, 4 back with 7 to go. So not completely out of it, but he's going to be behind everybody else on the card. So my next hole, I'm just trying to get a birdie and then get myself a breather and see where I'm at.
Yeah, right the ship. Aidan does a nice job, gets himself parked. Adrian wanting to do the same thing, not bleed any more strokes than is absolutely necessary.
And might be trying to throw this in with the basket on the side of the hill.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I think he was giving that a run.
Absolutely. Couldn't hurt. Give him a stroke saved there. Maybe a layup from Levi there. It didn't look super committed like a run.
I think it was. I think he laid it up and he was thinking about how he wanted to run that.
Mm-hmm. And two, I think competitively he's probably thinking this is the hole that if it hit and rolled and then I take a bogey or worse, this is where I lose the event, rather than, hey, I'm just going to keep my 2-stroke deficit, try to see if I can get one on the next hole or the hole after.
Yeah, there's still some 2-stroke swings to be had out here. You'd like to gain a stroke, but I understand his decision.
Uh-huh. Got a couple more tap-ins here. We're going to move our way around the lake here to play back towards 11 now, 540 feet. Do you like the layup to the platform here, or are you going for it?
I am probably going to push this on backhand, just pushing those back trees and hyzer into the side of the hill. But first round, we saw a lot of people lay up to that short zone and be in a great position. To To me, I want to have some more distance off the tee because that is a tricky green to land, and I want to be as close to it as I can.
For sure. We got Aidan up first. He's in the driver's seat with 2 strokes. As long as this doesn't go deep in the woods, he'll be sitting in a good spot.
And that'll be fine. I don't think he knows that that's fine, but that's good position.
It as a camera, catch cam position, it is often the request of players that go, "Hey, how'd that just go?"
Do you let them know?
It depends. It depends. It definitely, there's rules around cameramen about what you can and can't say, right?
Sure.
But like sometimes it's really clear that something's very out of bounds or something like that, and then you can give a quick gesture and be like, "Yeah, that's nowhere close." On a day like today, I wouldn't gesture because of the momentum swing involved with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would give, Levi or Adrian a lot of information to deal with, even with Aidan asking, right? Hey, what happened? It's like, I know you're asking, but I wouldn't give that information really.
That makes sense. See Adrian getting a little bit more distance and then just kind of rolling into the woods, but I don't think that roll into the woods is too punishing. There's still a swing to get yourself up and down for birdie.
Zach landed on top of the hill somehow.
Yeah, love that.
I mean, that's got to be the best landing zone for the forehand, right?
You can't beat that. And he's just going to throw this nice little soft putter shot.
Go in? Oh. Yeah, sure.
Right there.
Has that left for his 3rd shot. Here's now Aidan. Forehand's interesting here, yes?
Yeah, he's trying to match the angle of the hill.
Let the grass grab it?
Yeah. Doesn't want to throw a backhand and hyzer into the hill and then roll down and potentially take a par and have to earn his par at that point.
Like we saw what happened to John too in the flip with that roll down. So we know it's possible. Levi was stuck in a bad spot, had to pitch out. Oh, he clipped some cabbage. He's going to be a little short. Should make that putt, though.
Yeah, big upshot here for Adrian. Really important for him to get this one close and get himself a birdie, and he'll do just that.
All right. Got Levi now. A little high, but it stays in.
Saves the par. But he might be losing a stroke here. Like I'm losing my ability to talk. Aidan got a chance here to make it a 3-stroke lead, and he does.
That one a little high, too. Man, these baskets catch high. All right. We're through 4 holes so far. On to the 5th one. Remember, we have a 10-hole layout for this round. Hole 12, 623 feet. I think the easiest hole in the course so far that we've seen. What do you think?
I think so, because really all you have to do, there's not a lot of danger. Even if there's a bunch of wind here, the only danger is, as you can see here, we're flying over the creek on your upshot. If you catch one of those branches or catch the tree, you could land in the water and go OB. But other than that, just put yourself in position and probably have 150-foot upshot. And Aidan is just absolutely smoked this one.
Good shot from him. And he is going to open up that right side little hyzer putter shot.
It's going to make that hyzer a little bit easier.
Ooh, move on this one, too. Can he outdrive Aidan? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge. Even maybe a run from there? You think?
Maybe. If you've got the ceiling for it, then I don't hate a run. He definitely needs the strokes.
Good move on this from Zach. Way better than round 1. And good position for him. We'll see if he goes back to that forehand around the left side.
Yeah. I think you're going to see a lot of players take that forehand if they don't have the distance that both Aidan and Adrian had off the tee. man, really unfortunate to see Levi miss another drive here. And birdie's still in play. Birdie is still possible from here, but he really needs this one.
Oh, no.
Not looking like he's going to get it.
Tough break. Back-to-back shots not going to work out for him there.
As I was saying here, being short and left is going to give you more room to swing that sidearm hyzer, and Zach does that really well. Going to be just deep of the basket for a birdie look.
Here's Aidan now. Probably taking that right side, it looks like.
Yep, just make sure you get around the tree, and that's another birdie.
Yeah, he looks like he's in cruise control, too. I mean, I feel like the Levi and Adrian really needed him to have a slow start a little bit, and he's just not giving it.
Yeah, at this point, he's just got to play smooth and, keep it going. Another birdie might just lock this one down.
A really great drive from Adrian there. It's going to float on that right side for his 15-foot last putt for birdie there. Ooh.
Yeah, he gets it in for par, and no damage done, but Adrian looks like he might be getting a stroke on Levi here.
Maybe even Zach, too.
He's got another opportunity.
Yeah, he's
wow.
very sneakily been coming back into this conversation.
Just like we saw Levi doing round 2, we're seeing Zach. He's birdie, bogey, birdie. He's attacking. He's trying to climb the leaderboard.
And the bogey's on a hole that is pretty bogeyable.
Absolutely.
For us, so I mean, he's got something to say about at least second place. We're going to take a look over here on this hole. This has actually been adjusted due to the fact that the water and flooding has caused some problems, so the green has now been compromised. So they've moved the pin now from its dogleg right position now to this left position. It's only 371 feet, but there is OB riddled all around it on the right side and behind it.
Yeah, this is definitely a technical shot. If you are throwing the backhand here, but I think Aidan is really just trying to get himself safe, get himself up and down for par. Throwing the backhand, definitely tougher to get yourself inside the circle without challenging that OB right too much. A little slip from Adrian off the tee, which I'm surprised that's the first one we saw after all that rain.
Yep.
Still gets himself up there. It's a long look, but he's probably going to run that.
I think that's part of the great decision making from this TD and the staff too, just recognizing that some pads, the hole might have been able to play if you kind of worked it a little bit, but the tee pad might have been compromised and they didn't want to risk player safety. They really did focus on that, making sure players are going to get off the course without injury. It was a big decision.
That's always a tough decision as a tournament director. Because you know that the players came there and they want to play that full final round.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be irresponsible and just make up a bunch of holes just to fill at 18. I think it was the right decision by the tournament director, and player safety is number one.
It's also worth noting, just because there's complexity in all these decision making, but there was a real chance of more rain during this round. Like, we're geared up pretty well to protect our camera equipment and ourselves. We have stuff on hand. There was a real chance, too, that even as some of the holes, the water recedes and the holes become available to play again, that if the rain came back in and people get stranded on parts of the court, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's layers to this decision outside of just we didn't want to play it. Because then you would have had to cancel the round completely. You could have had someone on hole 1 or not start yet and all of a sudden abandon the round, and that's not what anyone wanted. So it's just, like you mentioned, it's a tough decision that you have to make, and they made the best one they could in the moment.
They did.
We got 4 pars. Spoiler alert, there were no birdies today. I think this hole being new, it plays a factor in people practicing it, trying to get, attack this position, get the distance right. It's a tricky angle, too. You can't see the basket, so that also plays a role. You saw Adrian kind of frustrated with his angle and end up being fine.
Surprised not to see any forehands on that.
Yeah, I think it's... I think people are afraid of that right OB.
Yeah.
I think they're afraid, especially with water, maybe getting a skip they didn't anticipate.
I think you're right.
Hole 6, par 5, 861. Perfect drive is well past that tree and on the right side a little bit. I think the angle's a little better. If you're inside, you just got to throw higher and more stall. And then you're coming around this corner. Don't go early left. That's the thing. Doesn't do that.
So if you're Aidan, you are playing this right, making sure you're not going OB long.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're everybody else, you are probably trying to be a little bit more aggressive and take the eagle. Because now you've got Levi, Adrian, and Zach all within a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So second place is really what's up for grabs.
Adrian trying to push through this tree. Gets most of the way up there, but he's going to be a little bit farther back than he wants.
Yeah, Adrian had the lone eagle first round, a little short of position to get himself an eagle this round. So Zach should be putting himself in a pretty good position.
That's in a
pretty
fine
much
spot.
Carbon copy of round 1.
Yeah. If anything, he's consistent. This looks really good. Yeah. A little shorter than I thought it would end up, but
You think he's going to have the distance to give himself an eagle shot?
I think Levi has enough distance in him to get around the corner. We'll just see if he can get the angle right to get to the green. This has got to push past the... Oh, no.
Yeah, that's tough. He was attacking there, trying to still give himself an eagle when he was out of position, and that's going to punish him.
Zach's up next. I don't know if Zach's really thinking eagle here, more just trying to make the birdie as easy as possible. But he's... maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's thinking eagle here. That's a pretty good shot.
I mean, I think he's confident. He threw that disc on the first round, same shot, maybe a little bit shorter, and he's just confident with that shot. And putting yourself at 60 feet on this hole for eagle chances, that's a great place to be.
That's a pretty good shot from Levi, too.
Yeah, he can give it a run for eagle.
He almost had it in round 1. He almost was the second. Chained out the backside.
Now, if you're Aidan, you're just doing whatever's most comfortable to get the disc in bounds.
Yeah.
So for him, because of the distance, he might be going for eagle just because he's able to do that comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
And the fairway kind of opens up as it gets towards the basket. But, he's in great position to walk this one home. Adrian
is in a ditch at a drain that's sitting 15 feet below the ground level. And he just split that and he's going to give himself a birdie look.
That's incredible from there.
If we could have put a camera down there, that would have been our replay. But fantastic shot from Adrian.
And there you go. Zach was trying to give that one a little bit of bid. He'll end up with a birdie.
This would be such a slam dunk if he made this, right?
I want to see this.
It's over.
Come on.
Oh. He tried. This one, has implications if he can make it. Good line, just a little short.
Yeah, just didn't put the full effort into that one. I don't know if he was a little concerned about what's behind the basket, but he's going to be tapping in a birdie. Adrian, what are you doing?
What a save.
That is a heck of a way to get a birdie. And I believe we're going to have a star birdie with a little extra alley-oop into the basket.
Hey-o. Love to see it. We're going to move back down the hill over to 14 now, 229. Just want to forehand into the basket. You just don't want to go in the woods on the right side. Try to avoid these last kind of guardian trees to get yourself a birdie look.
So if you're Aidan, are you trying to skip ace this one for the camera?
I am the cameraman who owns this company, and I'm going to tell him no. I'm going to tell him no because you never know what would happen, right? If you hit the basket, roll OB, then all of a sudden, well, why'd you tell me to? No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I want to see an ace.
I do. Hey, there's no one who wants an ace on this channel more than me. Not a single person. Trust me. We had one this year. We had one at CCR.
Oh, you did?
We did.
Nice.
We got to see Caden's smile.
A heck of an ace. I heard that one all the way from the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I told you. I told you.
You teed him up.
It's right there.
You teed him up the right way this time. Oh, my goodness. Let's take another look at that one. That's our Disc Golf Threads replay of the round. Look good, feel good, play good at your next event. Check out Disc Golf Threads for a Crew 42 jersey. Support us and them. And just like you said, nice little hyzer. Get it in the wood chips. Get a little pop-up. Just a touch too low.
And I know it didn't go in, but Zach, I think that makes up for all the rollaways I caused you earlier this tournament.
We're even. Oh, well, that got me excited. See if Levi what he's got after that. And yeah,
just a stock good shot.
Yes, this is a pro shot. Watch this.
It's a 220-foot hole. You should do it, but after that excitement, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay. Aidan now.
He's still going for it. Look at him go. Yeah, he's smiling. He's feeling it. He knows all he's got to do is just finish this one out. And
he knows it's not for rating, right? He knows this round isn't getting rated because he's acting like he thinks it is because he is just shredding. Might have a second star frame here. Levi gets his to go, and that means Adrian's tap in is all that's left for our second star frame. Hole 15 is the next one they have to navigate, 297. Do you think that we'll see our card execute this as well as they did in round one?
Man, I hope so, because this is a challenging hole where you've got a lot of little limbs to get through. You really just want to push a stable forehand. You're going to throw a fairway driver, and it's just, you're throwing it hard, hyzering at the end, and man, just look at this tee shot.
Oof.
Yeah, and just like that. I mean, it's not going to matter for Aidan. He should be able to get himself up and down. Yeah. I mean, even if he bogeys, he's still in good position. But
failed to scramble. Oh no, we got a race.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't either.
What looks like a pretty good shot, and I mean, Adrian's not in position for birdie there. You can see how tough this hole is. We could see a shakeup on this.
Yeah, definitely relevant for Levi, Adrian, and Zach. And Zach just hit early, so opens the door now Levi to kind of take a stroke lead if he can navigate through the fairway here.
And at least one, because you don't know where Zach and Adrian are at. So I don't think he's going to have a look at the basket from there.
Very similar to round one, a little farther forward.
Yeah, maybe.
Here's Aidan now. Still not too bad of a position, honestly. He's got a full swing ahead of him. Love this throw, just driving into the hill.
Yeah, he's feeling comfortable. No stress at this point.
It's worth noting right now, Aidan, if he wins this will be Aidan's first A-tier win.
Nice.
Yeah, he said that the very first A-tier he ever played in, he had a commanding lead and lost it at the very end. But this would be his first official A-tier win if he's able to take it down. And he's looking mighty motivated to take it down.
It's looking pretty good for Aidan.
Oh.
A little cut roll there from, I believe, Adrian.
Didn't go too far, though.
No, he's still inside the circle.
Oh, he's got a putt. He's farther forward than I thought.
This would be a big birdie if he can get it just off the cage left.
He's teasing us.
Big putt for Adrian here. This is to maintain at 19, not lose a stroke to the card.
Gets that one to go. Zach now. Gets his par. Looks like that's what we're going to get for our card here. All pars, taking a look at the hole too. Played a little over par, which is not too surprising.
Yeah. It's a tough tee shot, tough to get yourself in position. Probably only a couple birdies on this hole.
Yeah, taking a look, there were a total of 6. So, yeah, not too many. Not too many. Hole 7, par 3, 251 feet. It's right there. Just want a straight shot. This is Aidan's kind of victory lap here, I would say, right? He can pretty much do anything he wants, even take a bogey, and still will probably win by several strokes here. The other players, however, really want to capitalize and get this birdie hole.
Absolutely. You know, Aidan, he's swinging pretty freely right now. You know, not the best shot, but he's still going to be in good position. I think he's kind of feeling that win right there.
Mm-hmm.
And, but everybody else is there's some stress on these shots. 'Cause now we're talking about you know, each stroke could be worth a lot of money.
Yep. And Adrian just got himself parked, which adds more to it. Now Zach kind of needs to, in order to be close, he's got to birdie this to have a chance.
Leaking a little bit left, but bad kick.
It's going to be a long look. And he's fought so well this weekend to keep himself kind of hovering around that competitive level.
And look at his scorecard today.
Yeah.
He's just birdieing a lot.
And look, oh, there he is.
Levi is able to sneak through and give himself a obstructed putt. Looks like he might have to just hyzer this one a little bit around the tree, and it cuts through.
Look, I haven't had to do one of these all year, but I felt with the moment I had to give him the screwed view. Just this was for, you know,
the chains, it didn't even try.
No,
like
they didn't.
At least try.
Yeah,
it never slowed down. Didn't even hit the cage. That's
just straight through, straight air,
and that's really all you can do from there.
Yeah, it's a good putt. Just nothing you can do about it. Oh, is Aidan gonna roll? No, I'm kidding. There's no. He won, everyone. We're good. Big putt for Zach. Gets it to go.
Yeah, definitely a big putt because he's going to get one on Levi now.
Mm-hmm. And Adrian, that birdie is going to reward him with a separation stroke between Levi and Zach now. Tap in for him, and we're going to move on over to Aidan here. This is his championship putt. Congratulations to him. This has been a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, what a great performance by him. Threw the disc well, putted really well.
Well done.
Honestly, he just kept himself out of trouble.
2024 St. Louis Open champion, shooting 23 down, Aidan Scott. Well done. Thank you.
Yeah. Sweet. I want to give a big thanks to everybody who put this on. All the hard work that was put into the course and spotters. Very well run tournament, especially with the weird flooding stuff and having to do 10 holes. Never even had to do that before, so they did a great job handling that. Thank you to my caddy and best friend Caleb for letting me stay with him. Will, Grace, they're the best, supporting me always. Thanks to my sponsors, Prodigy Discs, OTB Discs, Birdie Bag, and Nashville Disc Golf Store. Thank you.
Congratulations again to Aidan. Fantastic tournament. Final hugs there from his caddy for the final round. Just a splendid first A-tier victory for him. Going to take a look real quick at our final standings as he finishes out in first place. Adrian's going to take that solo second spot at neg 20. Zach and Levi tied for third to finish out our podium. John Borzik actually going to be our next man in fifth place. But a fantastic tournament. Thanks, Sam, so much for being here commentating with me. It's been a fantastic time.
Hey, this has been a great tournament. Congrats to Aidan for getting his first A-tier win. Played great all the way through and took it home.
If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. Check out our Patreon if you want to support us that way. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And we'll see you guys at the next event.